Hey guys, and welcome! Today I want to show you my personal top 5 weapons in Battlefield 2042 after the latest update 5.2. These are in no particular order as they cover different categories and ranges, and they've all earned their spot based on my own experience and opinion. So not every one of them might fit your playstyle as well, but I found that they work pretty good in most situations. So let's jump right in. Kicking off the list is the versatile P90, and this one really shines brightly with the new attachments and is definitely the best SMG in the game right now. Ideal for close and mid-range combat, the P90 also has an impressive accuracy and a recoil pattern that is easy to control. What makes it stand out is its 50-round magazine, which provides you with sustained firepower. Personally, I use the Arcom Tactical Muzzle Brake for a better control of the weapon's horizontal recoil and the LS1 laser sight for an enhanced hipfire accuracy. With the only available ammo type, the P90 needs 5 body shots for a kill on a range of up to 29 meters, which then gradually increases to 8 bullets beyond 75 meters. If you should decide to go with the 6KU suppressor, keep in mind that it reduces the damage of the weapon by about 8%. I would highly recommend to play the P90 as long as it is in this state, because I can well imagine that it will be tweaked in the future for a better balance with the rest of the SMGs. Next up, we have the reliable RM68 that is a long time part of this top 5 list already and basically stands out since it was released. This assault rifle is a true jack of all trades and surely your best choice when you're looking for versatility, accuracy and control, even if it comes at a slightly lower rate of fire. It has 2 unique suppressors with their very own stats and benefits, and the integrated canted iron sight helps you to adapt to different ranges. One thing you should know though is that when you have an optic equipped with 4x zoom or higher, the weapon will always have a scope glint, no matter if you are actively looking through this optic or use the canted sight. The best solution for this is to stick to an optic with 3.5x zoom or lower and avoid the Raven 4x and M11 6x. For my personal setup, I went with the close combat thermal optic but have the M22 3.5 in the second slot. As barrel attachment, I equipped the tactical compensator to boost the weapon's overall accuracy, but still have the CCN suppressor brake in the second slot for a more sneaky playstyle. As on the barrel attachment, the STNR laser helps me with its increased hipfire accuracy when moving, and it also seems like it slightly reduces the horizontal recoil after the update compared to the MGL and LS1 laser sight. I've just tested it again after some of you have asked if the lasers would change somehow or not, and yes, it looks like there were smaller tweaks made. When it comes to the ammunition type, I went with the standard issue extended magazine for maximum ammo capacity and the most balanced damage output and time to kill. Because with this setup, it takes 4 shots to the body on a range of up to 29 meters, which then increases to 5 bullets at 30 meters and to 6 bullets at 150 meters. The also available high power ammunition doesn't have any major advantage compared to the standard issue unless you want to snipe people on ranges above 150 meters. Plus, it has a lower ammo pool of only 80 rounds in some instead of the 120 rounds the standard issue extended has. Moving on to the next weapon on the list, we have the RPK, the last of the Vault LMGs. And similar to the P90, it benefits from the new attachments, but here it's especially the extended magazine that adds to its firepower. The RPK offers a superb mix of LMG and assault rifle features and is probably your best bet if you want a hard-hitting weapon for mid-range combat. With its 60-round magazine and a high accuracy, it's probably the most enjoyable LMG at the moment, even though it has a little more recoil. For my personal setup, I use the tactical compensator for increased overall accuracy, the LS1 laser for improved hipfire accuracy, and as magazine, of course, the extended one. If the compensator should make the weapon too hard to handle for you because of the stronger recoil, go with the default muzzle. This will give you a more balanced experience. With this setup, the LMG needs 5 shots to the body on a range of up to 50 meters. Beyond this, it needs 6 bullets, and at ranges of 150 meters or more, it increases to 7 bullets. Overall, a very good weapon and the one I enjoy playing the most at the moment. Next up we have the DM7, a marksman rifle that might not be the first choice for many players, but is actually very underrated and underestimated. Especially the recent dispersion changes to other weapon categories make the DMRs in general stand out again and turns them into a good alternative to LMGs and assault rifles. The DM7, with its low recoil and high accuracy and precision, is not only well made for mid-range but can also be set up for almost all other playstyles. My preferred setup uses the tactical compensator again for its enhanced overall accuracy, because I think especially the DM7 benefits a lot from this attachment, and the slight increase in recoil doesn't make it much harder to control. But I also have the wrapped suppressor equipped in the second slot of the plus menu for a more stealthy playstyle. And I'm specifically using the wrapped here and not the 6KU, because the wrapped doesn't reduce the firepower of the weapon. As on the barrel attachment, I'm using the LWG grip for an increased accuracy when moving, and as ammunition type, the standard issue, simply because it's the most versatile one. With this setup, the DM7 has a 3-hit kill range up to 99 meters, and beyond this it increases to 4 hits. If you're wondering now why I'm not going with the subsonic or high power ammunition, because they basically have the same damage output, at least up to 100 meters, it is mainly because of their lower rate of fire, which also increases their time to kill. So the standard issue is a bit better overall. What I also want to quickly mention for the DM7 are the optics, cause you have a lot of different zoom optics here that you can choose from, and it might be tempting to go with a Raven 4x or an M11 6x, especially for long range combat. But all of these optics have scope glint when aiming down sights, which means that they give away your position. What you should do instead is to use either the Ghost Hybrid or the Target 8T, because these are both hybrid scopes with a zoom of up to 4 and 4.5 times, but they do not have glint. And that's also why I have the Ghost Hybrid in the second slot here. If it fits your playstyle, you can also equip it as default, but just so you know what kind of optics you can use without being seen all across the map. And then we're already at the last weapon of my personal top 5, and that's the BSV-M, a unique blend of assault and marksman rifle. And this weapon did not make it to the list because it was significantly changed or improved, but simply because the assault rifles and LMGs got a little bit worse, like I had already mentioned when talking about the DM7. But the BSV-M also stands out due to its unique benefits. First of all, it's the only DMR that can be fired in full auto. The only tricky thing is to remember to change the fire mode every time you join a new server, otherwise you will stand in front of an enemy only doing one single shot. The second benefit the weapon has is the built-in suppressor, because no matter which barrel attachment you use, it will always have the effect of a light suppressor. This means that when you are shooting, all enemies more than 20 meters away cannot see you on their minimaps anymore, and only the ones within 20 meters can. These two unique advantages, combined with the minimal recoil and an impressive accuracy, makes the BSV-M to one of the best weapons of the game right now. For my setup, I chose the factory suppressor because I think it delivers the most balanced performance, the LWG grip for increased accuracy when moving, and the subsonic high power extended magazine because of the hidden tracers and the lower muzzle flash visibility, which makes it harder to pin down where the shots are coming from. With this setup, the weapon has a 3-hit kill range up to 50 meters, and beyond this distance it increases to 4 bullets for a kill, which is still not much considering the auto-fire feature and the high accuracy of the weapon. If the benefit of the subsonic ammunition is not important for you and you prefer to have a higher 3-shot kill range instead, you can also go with the normal high power ammo. I would not recommend to use one of the close combat magazines though, cause this ammo type deals a lot less damage and has a much higher time to kill than the others, even on close range and despite the higher rate of fire. And at the end, a little bonus weapon that might come as a surprise for you, the classic M1911 sidearm. This one really benefits from the 17-round extended magazine it has received, and I can highly recommend to try it out. The extended mag also has a bigger ammo pool with 90 bullets in some instead of only 40, and the weapon has a wonderful handling and accuracy no matter if you aimed on sights or fired from the hip. For my personal setup, I went with the factory barrel instead of the GAR suppressor to not lose any firepower, and of course with the extended magazine. This setup allows for a 3-hit kill range up to 39 meters and increases to 5 and then 6 hits later on. If you prefer to stay hidden on the enemy's minimaps at long range, you might consider using the GAR suppressor, but be aware that it reduces the damage of the M1911 by about 10%, which means you'll need 1 bullet more on all ranges, so it could be a disadvantage in your gunfights. And that was it for today. These were my personal best weapons in Battlefield 2042 after update 5.2, and a huge thanks to Zorro over on Discord for sharing a document he has been working on with all the accurate weapon stats. If you're interested in scrolling through the data yourself, you can find a link to the chart in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like or a comment and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching and thanks to my members for the additional support. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.